Hello Stampers, my name is Janet Pride, and today I'm going to show you a little thing I am obsessed with right now. I had watched somebody online. They have a nature video, and they did some cards on watercolor, and I'm going to show you how to create these on watercolor paper. This watercolor paper, it's not Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up is really small. I wanted a whole sheet, so I got some extra water paper at my local store, and I created these little cards. What you need for this is a full size 8.5 by 12. I'm sorry, 8.5 by, I think this is 12. 8.5 by 12 full sheet, and then you're going to need something to measure your template, and you're going to need some stamp sets that have sentiments on them. A lot of us get stamp sets that have a lot of images, but some of them, the ones for this, we need to have some sentiments. So I have this one in Spanish, has some nice sentiments, and then I'm going to use these leaves here. You need a stamp set that has some kind of foliage, like this or other one that you may have. And then I use this one here, Prayers and Promises. This is really good for this because it has a lot of little sentiments. And you could use these to put on your cards that we're making today. These are little cards I thought you could take and put on people's desks. If you're keeping you in my thoughts, holding you in my heart, remembering you in my prayers. You could put this on someone's desk. You could put it on someone's purse. And just, you could put a to from in the back if you like. Or you can stamp it with your stamp. Either one. As you grieve, may the memories comfort you. Your faith strengthens you. And may you hope heal your heart. And may hope heal your heart. So I just think these are so cute. I saw her do this with some ferns. So she would put the ferns around after she had placed her sentiments. So I'm going to use some of these sentiments. I'm going to do some sentiments with Night of Navy, and I'm going to do some sentiments with Early Espresso. So I'll get those two out, and then we can create with these. So what you need to do is you need to measure, put a pencil marks by, this is 3. Every card is 3 by 4. So you're going to go 3 in, measure, 3, 6 in, measure, and then 4 and 8 and measure, okay? And then you should have some little light lines. We don't want a lot of thick lines. You want little light lines so that you can barely see them. Okay, so I'm going to do my Early Espresso first. And I'm going to just start taking some sentiments and putting them in the center of these rectangle shapes. So I'm going to put one here, kind of center. Then I'm going to do another one here in the corner. And I just leave them there so they could absorb into the paper. This one says, I am here for you. Okay, that one might be a little crooked. And then, let's see, I got this Blessings from another stamp set we have. I actually got this stamp set because I like this word blessings. I always say this word after I finish a text or after I finish a message to someone. And I usually like to use this sentiment. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find the stamp set for you. Okay, and I'm going to put blessings here. Take this one off. And this one, we can take it off. And then I'm going to do this one. We're done. Let's do this one. May you feel God's care and healing as you recover. This one can go here and there. Okay, so I'm finished with these. So let's do the other ones in Night of Navy. You could choose any color you want. This is just the colors I picked for mine. So what you do is you put your sentiments first, okay? So you put them in the center of all your cards. Once you have them, then we're going to show you what to do next. This one here. This one says, praying that the Lord's promises will bring you hope and comfort in the days ahead. He cares for you. Put that one there. And let's see. Add one Spanish one. Por siempre en nuestros corazones, por siempre en nuestros recuerdos. So you could leave this one to someone that is leaving your job. This one says, always in our hearts, always in our memories. That's in Spanish. Then this one here, give it to God. And I can put that one here. Okay, so we're good to go. I got all of my stamps done. Now, I'm going to take my my greenery stamp sets, like this one and this one, the little small greenery, and these little sprigs. Okay, I got 4 of them from that stamp set. It's called Beautifully Celebrated. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using those 4. This one is another one, Simply the Best. You can put that on somebody's desk. I just think it's so cute. They're just little cards, and you could use them as bookmarks. I mean, there's so many possibilities. You can also put them on the front of a card. I was going to show you one at the end here. I cut me some. The color I'm using here is Old Olive, and I was going to show you some of these using cards. You could probably stamp around some of these sprigs around in the background, and then put this with dimensionals on top. Put yourself a little ribbon, some embellishments, and you're good to go. All right, so this is how I did this. I'm gonna get some paper so I don't get my block messed up. Let's put some paper here, because you will go out of the lines of the actual paper. So I'm going to go here and here. Okay. So I'm using the same color. So if I do Old Olive, my sprigs are going to be Old Olive bases. So the base will be Old Olive. So I'm just going to stamp my sprig on my little branch here. And I'm going to come across, I'm going to just let the sprig come out there for a minute and just stamp it there, like so. Okay. And let's do the same thing over here. Stamp it there like so. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You can have them come down. Gotta watch your hands, because sometimes I got my hands in the ink. That's too big. That's not gonna fit. So I'll just do it this way. And then I'm going to do my little sprigs here coming down from the top. This little one is handy for this. And just put these coming from the corner. Okay. And this one here, we can make it smaller. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to use this little sprig. This one has the little flowers on it. I can do something like this. And let me turn it around so I could do some other sentiments. Other sprays here at the bottom. Let me do this one here. And let's do a little one of these here. Okay. Then I can do this one. This is a big one. Do this one here in the corner. Spray, like, get my ink on there in the corner. And we could do this one here in the corner. Ink it again in the corner. We could put this one here in the middle, going down. We could do this going up. Could do this one. Just put them all around your paper as best as you can fit them in different places. And there's no rhythm or rhyme, just randomly as you see fit. Okay, I think I'm good. Now, what I'm very sad about is that Stampin' Up! Doesn't have any more, they don't have any more of the water painters. But I'm going to use a water painter today because this is a watercolor paper and I need to use a water painter to color my paper here today. And but you can get these on Amazon as well. I just have to show you how to make this. I'm so fascinated by this. And I think it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm trying to clean these stamps because I don't want to get my hands all in them. And I don't want them to dry up. I think they don't really dry up. This ink pretty much stays, but it will stain them. So I'm just going to clean them real quick. It won't take me long. And then we can put them away. All right. So now I can take my inker and I'm going to take my old olive. I'm going to put my block on there, completely on there. And then I'm going to take it off. That's going to be my ink. So here's my water painter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt a little bit of water here from the water painter. I filled it up with water. So it's going to leak into my section here. And now we can watercolor. So we'll watercolor all of these with my painter and it will dry and we will see the lines eventually like I did the other one. It's a little bit too much water, but it's fine. It'll go away after a little bit. So you patiently just watercolor. This is so fun to watercolor. Just watercolor all of your leaves. I go around, I watercolor my leaves. Then I watercolor my flowers. This is really relaxing, really peaceful. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'll finish it later. And then I'll show you how to, what we need to do, we cut it on the lines, you'll cut it on the lines. And then you're done. You got your cards. So let me finish this and I'll be back. I'm gonna watercolor all of the leaves, and then I'm gonna watercolor these little flowers yellow, or you can color it any color you like. I was just trying to stay in the more neutral colors, but you could do them pink or red, however you like. At your heart's desire. I could do this all day, guys. This is so fun. Color my leaves. So satisfying. Just gonna carry this a little bit to the corner there. That way when I cut it, it's not going to be halfway there. That ink should last me the whole paper, so that's enough ink for this whole template. You see, it's coming right along here. And you cannot do this with regular paper because it won't work. The water paper kind of absorbs the water that's coming from the painter, and it gives me that watercolor look I want. So when you're doing watercolor looks, it's not going to be perfect. So if you get out the lines a little bit, or if you have this little spot that didn't get something, it's all good. It's not perfection when you're doing watercolor. You try to do as best as you can, but sometimes you'll get out the lines, and it's okay. That's what's great about watercoloring. You can get out the lines and no judgment, because it's watercolor. Need a little bit more water. These ones are getting a little dried up. So once you run out of water, you can squirt a little bit more out of your painter. And I wish they had these back. I'm waiting for them to bring them back. But I couldn't resist this one. The original lady, like I said, did some ferns. She was doing some little flower sprigs with the little leaves, and she was bending that fern, like she would put it here and went around up like that, and she was pressing it down on the paper to make a print on the paper, and then she did what I'm doing. She cut them out, and she had written some sentiments on there. It was so beautiful. I love to watch these nature ladies that do nature things with leaves and things. I'm a neutral kind of girl. I like neutral colors. So I will finish this and I will come back, and then we can do the little flowers. Okay, be back. All right, I am back, and I am going to finish the yellow. What I did is I tapped a little bit of yellow here. This is crushed curry, and I'm gonna do my flowers yellow. So you just kind of tap them there and then on the corner. I just put a little bit on the corner there because the flowers is not very many of them. Okay, so we got that done. And the way you clean your brush is the way I clean it is I kind of squirt a little bit of water, and then I kind of tap it in here until when I wipe, it comes out clean. So there's nothing there. I'm gonna put the link down there of one that I am an affiliate with Amazon, and I can put a link on YouTube, so you could not YouTube, Amazon, so you could get one of those little water painters. They're so cool. I like them to do watercolor. I don't know why Stampin' Up! Got rid of them. I wish they could still have them, but maybe they'll come back with some new types. Because I used to have these blue ones. They used to have these. And then they came back with these. And now they don't have them. So I'll just use what I have. And if I don't have it, I can give you a link. So you could still get some and create your own. And you can do more watercolor things with this, of course. Okay, so what we do now is we're going to take right here on these lines. I'm not sure if you see the lines. These are the pencil lines I made with the... Actually, I made the pencil lines right here. So I went like this. And right there, I brought it down. And I put my pencil right in the middle there. Made my line at... This is 6. This is 3. And come here at 3. And this paper is not 8.5 by 12. This is 9 by 12. Okay, so that's why we can do 3, 3, and 3. And then this side is 4, 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so we're going to put this here right at 3, and at our line here. Make sure it lines both sides, and then you cut right in the middle of that line that you made. You're not even going to see the line. Okay. After you cut, because you're cutting right on that line. Okay, and the pencil mark should be a little really vague, really soft kind of thing. Okay, and then we're going to, we have the lines here as well. So we're going to mark it at 4 and cut it at the line. Mark it at 4, cut it at the line. Okay, that's 2 of my cards. In here, mark it at 4, cut it at the line, mark it at 4, cut it at the line. All right, and then let's do the last one. This one, mark it at 4, cut right at the line, and 4. Right at the line. And that's it, guys. Basically, that is what you're doing. You are creating the little cards to display on someone's desk. You can actually use this as bookmarks, however you like to use them. Send them in to a friend that is struggling with something. If you have a nice little thought, Stampin' Up! Has many sentiments, and we could use them on cards like these. Okay, what I was also thinking, like I was letting you know before, you could actually take a card, either the color of your plants, or you could do another color. This is the color of my plants. This is Old Olive. I mean Mossy Meadow with Mossy Meadow. So you could take these and you could stamp them. Let me show you here real quick. You could stamp them with the with the flower, not the flower, the leaves. Let me get the leaves. I think I still have them here. They're still in my blocks. Okay, so I could take this leaf. They stuck together right there. Okay. I could take this leaf and the other leaf. Kind of make a background using these. Just so you could have something to differentiate between your little template. Oops. I want to get it on my fingers. Like so. And you could do one here. Like that. Then you could do the other one. This little sprig. This one. You could put it here. And we could do the little flower. This one. Coming out that way. Just make it a little bit of a background kind of thing, okay? Most of this is going to be hidden behind your card. So you might not see some of it. But just make a little splash of plants going around. And like so, okay? Once you have it like that, actually I can do the innie. I have a little card here. This one is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to do, let's see, I'll do this one. You can put it on the side like this. Like so. We can actually I cannot paint that because this is not watercolor. But I could put it in here, in my card. And I can use my little cards, my little press these down. I can use my little cards for my card like this. I can put this on dimensionals. Let's see, we got some here. Dimensionals. My 4 corners, and then I'm gonna do dimensionals in the middle. A couple of them here and here. Okay, and then we can put this in the middle of our card. It's gonna be so beautiful. And you can use them as your sentiments for your cards this way. Okay, put it right there on the center. Like so. Isn't that gorgeous? That's so pretty. As you grieve, may your memories comfort you, your faith strengthen you, and may hope heal your heart. All right, very good. So I hope you like these, guys. These are so fun. You can use both of these stamp sets that I have used here today. Actually, I used this one. I used more than 2. I used this one, the Prayers and Promises, and then this one I used the word blessings. Basically, I got this because I love the blessings, and I like the little church. It's cute with a little tree. That was cute. But here is a card that you can actually create. If you want to do these 4 cards, you can as well. And you can actually create these for your sentiments on your cards. Okay, we can put some embellishments on this. You can put yourself a nice little ribbon. I have some of these pearls here. I wonder if I grab these, let's see. White pearls, will they look cute? They would look cute, yeah. Let's see, I'll put it here. And here. How about that? Nice. So nice. Maybe we could put some Winter Stella on my leaves here. Make a little shimmer come out. Right? A little shimmer on my leaves and my little flowers. Yeah, there you go. That'll make it pop a little bit. All right, what do you think? I love it. All right, guys, hope you get to enjoy this and make your own. And you maybe use different colors, whatever your heart desires. Thank you so much for coming by, and look at the links for the things that I've used here. I'm also going to put a link for the paper 9 by 12 that you will need to cut for your watercolor paper. Okay, thank you so much, and God bless. Bye.